Question for Mikey. You've been a guiding light for meditation and spiritual growth, and you're somebody that many look up to. Can you shed some knowledge on any recent revelations about life?
Ooh, that's a big question. I mean, a lot of people ask me about meditation and like different practices, and I think the one that that I really return to constantly every day, because I think it's the best tool, is just breath. There's a lot of avenues to go with meditation or life or getting stressed out. So when I sit, I really just focus on my breath. And one thing I love about that is the breath isn't a mantra. It's not a teacher. It's not a book. It's not a thing. You can always come back to your breath at every moment, and it's a great tool. So that's been hitting me harder and harder. I think the first thing I was taught in meditation was how to breathe and count my breath. And then I'm 27 years deep now, and I'm returning to the simplicity of that. So that's one of the things that's come up. It's a really great tool, and it's always there for you. You can't get rid of it. If you do, you're dead.
Is there a certain type of meditation that you practice?
Just silent. Yeah, silent meditation, just breathing. And what that will do eventually is just kind of your thoughts will start to settle.
So you just focus on the breathing?
Yep.
Just like a little more specific. Give me a little more. Give me a little.
If I was to give you an introduction to meditation, it would be, all right, Chris, have you meditated before?
Yes.
Tell me about it. Doing guided stuff? Or
guided. Joe Dispenza, I listen.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Do you like it?
Yes.
Does it help you?
Absolutely.
Keep doing it.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
But what about the breath thing?
Someone who's new, I would suggest that they sit down comfortably. You arrange your body in a way that's your spine's straight. You're comfy. It could be a chair. You don't have to sit cross-legged. I can't. However your spine is straight and you're comfortable is great, or lying on the ground, whatever. I would say keep your eyes open, because if you close your eyes, your tendency is to dream and think more. Keep your eyes slightly open, and then with your breath, you just focus on breathing in through your nose, in, count 1, out, count 2, and do that to 10. And if you find yourself going on a little ride, like 1, 2, oh yeah, I forgot to take out the trash. Oh, what if I don't take it? Will the trash come? If your mind starts going, just make an agreement with yourself to go back to 1 and start over. And you're just slowly training your mind to just focus on that one thing.
Just singular focus.
You're just building this focus point of following your breath. Eventually you can get rid of the counting if you get good at it and just follow your breath.
Yeah.
And I do this before a big phone call for like 3 breaths, or before I'm about to jump off a cliff at Brighton, I'll take a few breaths, and it really puts me out of my thinking mind or a fight or flight state into something very present. So that's how I would.
Thanks for sharing, Mike. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's something I need to work on. I mean, I do the breathing technique when I have a 6-foot putt.
Yeah,
and it's the beat Grenier.
Do you?
And it works.
I do, yeah.
Fuck, I need to do that, because he keeps fucking destroying me.
You guys have to come over and we can all do a house meditation.
Yeah, we do them sometimes at the house.
And what
What
do you stare at? Like, are you just at a white wall, or what do you?
Just depends where I'm at. If I'm on a plane, I stare at the seat in front of me, or usually in the morning at my house, I have a little meditation mat, so I just focus about 3 feet in front of me. However your eyes are really comfortable.
Gotcha.
You don't want to be like looking around. You just want to be kind of focused and really relax your eyes. I was actually reading something about this today, but like relax your eyes. Don't focus on one point. Let that peripheral come in. Yeah. And what that's doing is flooding your mind with nothing to focus on.
Okay.
So it's really relaxing and comfortable.
The point is to do nothing and just exist.
I know.
Just
I have
be.
a hard time with that.
Just be. Just be. It's free.
It's crazy.
It's nice.
But it can work.
Dude, I had a
good question. Thank you for the question.
Accidental meditation the other day. Dude, so I got a baby, right? Baby Chip. And, in order to get this, when the baby's sleeping, it's a sacred time. And we have this little baby Bjorn. It's a little pouch, so you put him on your front. And, I was cooking breakfast, and he was still awake, and he finally fell asleep, and he'd been really fussy. He hadn't been sleeping. So you don't want to wake this baby. You can't do anything. I got a sleeping baby on my chest. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to walk around in circles in my backyard. And, I ended up just being.
That's so nice.
I tapped into just being,
Yeah.
where you're not thinking, you're not planning, you can't do anything, you make your phone calls, you're just not even a lot of thought. I was just kind of walking
love
around,
that.
and I was like, whoa, I'm meditating right now,
Yeah.
accidentally.
That's really nice. And I want to highlight something that you said I had you explain your meditation.
Yeah.
I want to re-highlight what I answered back to you. Do you like it? Yes. You found something that works? Great.
Yep.
If anybody out there is doing a meditation and they like it and it's improving their life, just do that.
Yep.
So you don't need to change because you heard about someone else has a new method, this style. If you like what you're doing, don't change. Just keep doing it.
Yep.
If it falls off or you lose interest, maybe seek out something else. But I think the tendency for everybody in everything, not just meditation, is to like seek for the next thing. But the point of that practice is to just go with what you feel in your heart.
And there's so many different types or practices
get
of
lost forever.
meditation. So it's just like, if one didn't resonate with you, keep searching because you might find something that you like and it might help you.
Yeah.
When you're making hats, do you feel like you're meditating?
That's the thought that I've had. I don't think it's the same. Like I started practicing meditation maybe half a year ago, and like this type is called transcendental meditation, and this one's worked for me. I've tried other types over the years and landed on this one. And what I've realized is that while I craft, although I might go into a meditative like state, it's not the same. Like what I'm doing when I'm meditating, it's actually very intentional. When I'm crafting, I'm kind of working on the craft and maybe having some silence in my mind, but it's not the same. So, but I wouldn't have come to that conclusion if I hadn't learned and started this practice. So,
So the crafts is more of a flow state type of deal as opposed to maybe a higher consciousness of meditation.
yeah, this is all. So Mike, my partner, Mike Grav, he's obsessed with David Lynch, and I therefore know a lot about David Lynch. And,
I know nothing about David Lynch, so give us a little cliff notes.
So David Lynch is very big on transcendental meditation, but then, so that's one
Great
thing. Some people,
filmmaker.
he's a filmmaker. He made Twin Peaks and all sorts of movies. But he talks a lot about meditation, and people are like, oh, do you get the like creative ideas through meditation? He's like, no, like you should, what he'll do is like, he'll meditate, but then he'll also have sit down time just to have thoughts come to him and creative ideas come to him. So that was almost like two separate things. And maybe you would have some sort of idea while you're meditating, but that's not the goal. And that's where I find crafting comes into hand, because I'm like, okay, when I'm crafting, that's the time when thoughts are coming through, and I'll write down ideas. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I agree with that. I mean, I think I have friends that jokingly say, hey, I was snowboarding and I was meditating. I was like, no, you were snowboarding.
yeah,
Meditating is meditating, and that's
yeah,
doing nothing, like you've said very well.
yeah.
No goal. Just sit. Then when you do snowboarding, do it really fucking good. When you craft, do it fucking good. Do whatever you're doing really well, but the meditating will help that. It creates that focus as well. So.
But also bring it back to what you said. Like sometimes you'll take a few breaths before a call or before you drop in. Like that's
check
something
in.
I've realized where it's like, okay, maybe I'll do the same thing before snowboarding, where you're not meditating, but it's almost like you bring yourself back to that calm for a second, and then you go do your thing.
From calm to crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about when you're riding Moto Bear?
I mean, you kind of have to focus on that when you're doing it, which is
Singular focus.
Yeah.
totally.
really
And that's
cool.
in a weird way, like my meditating or my feeling of like I'm allowing myself to be in one place at that time. And like, if you're not paying attention, there's probably a problem that'll come real quick.